Sandra.
And I'm Heng Wei.
And together we are Toto Yeah! Today we are going to
We are going to unveil some truth and false statements about music therapy. Yes. So these are some things that we have heard about music therapy, and we're gonna open the table for some discussions to see whether or not they are in fact true or false. So before that, let us clarify that we are both
board certified music therapists, and we are both graduates from Berklee College of Music,
and we have both worked in LA or US for about 2 years as music therapists before we came back here.
So now I am doing my master's in professional counseling, whereas Heng Wei is doing her private practice right now. So go check out her Facebook page, follow her on Remedy Melody. Without further ado,
Let's begin.
Okay, cool.
So why is it not equivalent, or why is music therapy not music education? Okay, first of all, what is music education? It's basically teaching learning goals. Okay, those are what they're gonna do. You're gonna learn things, whereas music therapy, they are very different things. They are clinical goals. So what's clinical goals?
So imagine if you go to piano class, right? Every Asian child goes to piano classes. Who didn't? You tell me.
Okay.
But anyway, so we would be playing on the piano, and we would be learning how to play the piano, right? If we attend piano classes. However, if you are attending a music therapy session and we are working on clinical goals such as, I guess, fine motor skills, fine and gross motor skills. So let's say the child has weakness on the hands, and we are trying to increase endurance and strength on their hand muscles.
Yeah, sometimes we will incorporate things like playing the piano or playing an instrument. But that doesn't mean that it's music teaching.
Yeah, it's not something that we would do like from the first session until like forever. Maybe 1 or 2 sessions until that they are strong enough, and then we will proceed to the next one. Or maybe adults with Alzheimer's or Parkinson's.
So basically, even if we are learning instruments, it has to relate to some other goals. Okay, something to do maybe with motor, with cognitive goals, keeping your brain active so that it
Right. Let's say we are like, training hand-eye coordination and things like that. Yeah.
Piano is hard. I mean, any instrument is hard.
Okay. Some projection right there. Anyway, how about the second statement? Let's see. Drum rolls. 1, 2, 3, go. Nah.
Okay, well, let me clarify this. When you're listening to music, you could listen to it in your car, in your shower,
and then you feel so relaxed because you're showering, and then you go la 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 la.
I don't sing that in the shower, but yeah, sure. You do karaoke by yourself. You're
singing in the shower.
Yeah. What? Is that music therapy? Are there any clinical goals? I don't think so. And basically, listening is not music therapy, but we do have something called the passive side of music therapy, which involves listening to music, but we have an after process where maybe the client and the therapist get involved in some talk therapy. We discuss
what the lyrics meant for them, or any like emotions that was evoked during the music listening process.
Yeah, and sometimes we talk about like, what does the dynamic, if it's just instrumental, what does the dynamic make you feel?
And chords in like Western countries, minor chords evoke sadness, and major chords represents happiness and things like that.
Yeah.
Third statement. Nah. Usually, whatever music we use during a music therapy session is all client preferred. So, if you are attending a music therapy session and you love classical music, we would use classical music with you. However, if you like rock music, we won't be imposing, classical music on you. we would still go for the rock music, metal music.
I have played metal with clients before.
That's true. I have to.
Yeah,
That's crazy. And I have actually turned metal music into a lullaby before. That's because the parents love metal music and they had been listening to it, and the baby in the womb also had been listening to it because, fun fact, so baby's auditory system is developed at 25 weeks and it's fully developed as an adult if the parents listen to metal music all their life, including when they're pregnant with it, with the baby, then that is
what the baby's kind of preferred music at that
baby's lullaby, literally.
Yeah.
Like that's what that can soothe the baby.
Alright, next statement.
Drum roll. 3, 2, 1. Nah. If we only need a certification in music therapy, then we wouldn't need to spend 5 years
Studying to be a music therapist.
Yeah.
Let's just clarify. Okay, certification is kind of basically like you go through a course or a training.
3-month course, 4-month course. There are some, I want to say borderline or not borderline, unethical places where they actually provide music therapy certification courses. And let me tell you, there's no such thing as certification courses because you do need a degree or a master's to practice music therapy. Or to be a board certified music therapist.
All those like certification courses are not like affiliated with like the like music therapy organizations.
Yeah.
Then they are not recognized. Okay.
So don't waste your money because it is not cheap. I think it's like 3,000-4,000. And you get nothing at all. No one recognizes it. Additionally, we also need to go through like
1,200 hours of like training/internship.
Right, before being able to take the board exam. And this we're speaking as like graduates from the United States.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
1,200 is kind of like
6 months full time.
Yeah, full time.
Yeah. And also taking the board exam before you are certified as a music therapist.
That board exam.
Yeah, not easy. But anyway, moving on. One, two, three.
You just put yeah and nah.
Yeah and nah.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Why? Okay, do you guys know what singing bowl is?
The wong wong wong. We'll put a picture here.
Okay, so why is yeah and nah? Okay, basically, singing bowls, they kind of have like a relaxing effect.
Therapeutic properties and you have healing properties. Some people believe that it has healing properties. The metal one or the crystal one.
Unfortunately, relaxing is technically not really just like a clinical goal per se.
If you have a medical issue, like you have really high anxiety, well, relaxing is technically a clinical goal.
But I've also met like patients who are like highly sensitive to this kind of frequencies, this kind of sound. So would it be relaxing to everybody? Not really, So it's kind of like yes and no. And plus, like we do use like maybe like singing bowls in like our session, like music therapy session, as like an intervention when it is correctly applied by a certified
Trained
professional.
And I think singing bowls is really therapeutic. Like at least for me, I love the crystal singing bowl, and I do use it for my patients who are in a lot of pain and they're not able to calm down, and we want to try to help them meditate. So it's like we provide guided meditation for them to relax and decrease the pain that they are going through.
So while editing our video, I realized that it's just way too long, so we're gonna cut it into 2 parts, so stay tuned for part 2.